In the previous class, we have learned about the various aspects of female reproductive system. Now, in this class, we are going to discuss about gametogenesis, human reproduction, part 4. You know what are gametes, right? Sperms and ova produced by the testis and ovary are called gametes. Genesis means production. The process means the various step-by-step changes occur in the primary sex organs of both males and females that result in the formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. Meiotic cell division mainly plays an important role in gametogenesis. The purpose of meiotic division in gametogenesis is to halve the number of chromosomes. Gametogenesis is of two types, spermatogenesis and oogenesis. First, let us see about spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis means production of sperms. This process begins at the age of puberty in males. It is the sequence of events, that is, step-by-step changes that occur in the seminiferous tubules of the testis to transform immature spermatocyte into mature spermatozoa. Even though production of sperms takes about 64 days, at any given time you can see different regions of the seminiferous tubules containing spermatocytes in different stages of development, so that the production of sperms remains constant and the sperms are produced at the rate of 200 million per day. Now we are going to see the processes occur during spermatogenesis. Before entering into this, you have to know about certain aspects for better understanding of this topic. When we discuss the structure of the testis, we have seen that the seminiferous tubules of the testis of the newborn male consists of two types of cells, namely Sertoli cells and spermatogonic cells. If you take the spermatogonic cells, they are undifferentiated germ cells. They develop from the stem cells present at the outer wall of the seminiferous tubules, which develop into spermatozoa. And the Sertoli cells are supportive cells present on the basal membrane of the epithelium, extend into the lumen of the seminiferous tubules, which provides nourishment to the spermatozoa and also regulates the production of sperms. Each Sertoli cells is bound together with the neighboring cells through a junction called tight junction. This junction acts as blood-testis barrier and keeps the spermatozoa from getting into the blood circulation, thus preventing it from antibodies and other elements of the blood. During spermatogenesis, the primordial germ cell, that is, cells that develop into sperms called spermatogonia or sperm mother cell, which is diploid, now enters into the Sertoli cells of the seminiferous tubules and divides by mitosis to form a primary spermatocyte. Then, this primary spermatocyte undergoes first meiotic division and form two haploid secondary spermatocyte. Again, the secondary spermatocyte undergoes second meiotic division to form four haploid spermatids. Spermatids are immature sperms which changes into mature sperms by a process called spermiogenesis. Now, the newly formed mature sperms are released into the lumen of the seminiferous tubules, and this process is called spermiation. You know what is puberty? The age at which a person is capable of sexual reproduction is called puberty. At the beginning of puberty, the hypothalamus of the brain starts to secrete high amount of GnRH, that is gonadotropin releasing hormone. This in turn stimulates the anterior pituitary gland to release FHS and LH, that is follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, into the testis for the first time. Now, the FHS enters the testis and stimulates the growth of the testis. It also stimulates the Sertoli cells to initiate spermatogenesis and to produce antigen binding proteins. This protein binds testosterone and helps to maintain a high concentration of testosterone within the testis, which is very essential for the production of sperms. Now we shall see the structure of the human sperm. If we take the structure of sperm, it is microscopic. It has a flagella which helps in the movement of sperm. The outer surface of the sperm is fully covered by a plasma membrane. It is mainly divided into 4 parts, namely head, neck, middle piece and tail. If we take the head, it is made up of 2 parts, the acrosome and the nucleus. The terminal portion of the head looks like a small cap and pointed called acrosome. It is produced from the Golgi body of the spermatids during spermatogenesis. It also contains a proteolytic enzyme, that is protein digesting enzyme called hyaluronidase. It is popularly called as sperm lysine, which helps in the penetration of ovum during fertilization. Head also consists of a nucleus which is flat and oval containing genetic material called DNA. Head is followed by a very short neck. It has 2 centrioles. The centriole present at the anterior part of the neck is called the proximal centriole, and in the posterior part is called the distal centriole. Proximal centriole plays a vital role in the first mitotic division of the zygote. On the other hand, the distal centriole produces the axial filament that is present at the center of the sperm. Neck is followed by a body or middle piece. It consists of a spiral mitochondria which is twisted around the axial filament of the middle piece called mitochondrial spiral or Nebenken. Mitochondria produces ATP molecules that provides energy for the movement of sperms. Middle piece is followed by a long tail which is the largest part of the sperm. It looks slender and tapers towards the posterior end. It is divided into 2 parts. First part of the tail is called main piece and the last part is called the end piece. It consists of an axial filament in the center called axoneme. The lashing movement of the tail helps in the movement of sperms. During intercourse, males ejaculate about 200 to 300 million sperms, of which 60% of the sperms must possess normal shape and 40% of the sperms should show strong motility for normal fertility. In this class, we have discussed what is gametogenesis, what is spermatogenesis, and the various processes occur during spermatogenesis, the role of hormones during spermatogenesis, and the structure of spermatozoa. Meet you in another class with another video.